Hello, in this tutorial, I'm going to show us how to resolve the usual fatal error allowed memory size of this or something related that we experience in data tables like this. Okay, so a few days ago, I was working on this project and suddenly I loaded my page. Let me just refresh it again. I loaded my page and this error showed up. You know, one in data table, user data, da, 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 da. I tried to resolve it by checking my codes, but all to no avail. So what I simply did was to do a search on Google, and it shows this. But as I was reading through, I didn't really quite get what it was talking. So I remembered sometime I had experienced it some years ago. Immediately I saw allowed memory size. I then remembered it has to do with PHP memory allocation. Then I went back to my page, right clicked on it. Okay, I right click now. I click on inspect, right? And then went to network and then refresh the page again. So I can, because I'm running data table using the server side. Okay, now the pop-up alert showed up again. Then I went to my fetch file and boom, it showed allowed memory size of this, right? So once you experience in the course of your work and you experience this kind of error, especially when you are using or working with data tables with large file. The file I'm running here runs up to 300 and something 300 and something records, so it's quite huge, right? So the current memory allocation of 5 gig, no, 530 something megabyte is not enough for it, right? So before even the record runs, it has exhausted all of this memories allocated to it. So what does this simply mean? It simply means that you have to upscale your memory, your PHP memory size. So right now I'm using one server. So what I did was to come here, click on this, and then went to my PHP, and then went to PHP settings, and then you see here, memory limit 512. So that's actually what I'm running. So I would suggest you don't use even 1 gig because 1 gig will not solve the problem. But let's try with 1 gig. Okay, let's move it from 512 to 1 gig. You see the problem will persist, but I will tell us how to resolve it. So it's trying to refresh now. When it's done refreshing, we'll check it again. We'll reload the page and see if it has upgraded. Right now we're having 5368 da 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 da. Okay, so let me refresh the page again and let's see if the error will show. You see the error is still showing. Remember, we moved from 512 meg to 1 gig RAM, and now let's check the page again. Right now the 1 gig RAM worked. What actually changed? Sorry to say, the RAM memory limit was actually upscaled to 1 gig, but the error still remains, right? So then what is the easiest way to eliminate this error? Is simply to assign your memory to 9999, okay? So we go back again to our WAMP server, click here, get to PHP, get to PHP settings. Now, instead of going to any of this, we click on choose, and then here select 9999. Now this is what we're going to use. Okay, now allow the system to refresh again. Okay, it's done refreshing, I believe. Now let's check it to be sure that's fully refreshed. Okay, so it has changed to 9999 mega. So now let's refresh that page. Give us a minute. Wow, bam, it has worked. Okay, so our data has fully loaded, right? So you see, the easiest way to resolve the fatal error allowed memory size issue in data table, especially when you are running record size up to 100,000, 200,000, even 50,000, and you experience such allowed memory exhausted, simply upscale your memory allocation in RAM in your PHP, as I did here. Okay, so I'm sure with this, you'll be able to uh, help someone in this. I recommend you subscribe, so as I add more videos that are transforming, you